Hey guys, so some of you have been asking about this bike that you've been seeing in my other videos. That's right, it's my 2016 Raleigh Misceo Sport IE electric bike, or e-bike. I'm going to go through a brief overview of the bike and its features and let you know what I think of mine. I picked up my Raleigh Misceo after the interview with my buddy Lars Wickstrom and talking to my other friends who own e-bikes, and I thought it would be a very practical vehicle to have to get me out of my car. Quite honestly, I feel like I drive a lot more when I'm not bike touring in Los Angeles. To help me justify the purchase, I told myself it would actually save me money since I will not be driving as much, so I can save on gas, maintenance, and parking while not contributing to pollution and congestion on the road. I picked mine up from eBay for under $1,000 from the Bicycle Blue Book. This gave me confidence that I wasn't going to be getting a dud. So after a few weeks, the bike finally came. Unfortunately, the frame was scratched by the disc rotor of the front wheel, and the front wheel did not come with a pair of skewers. Bicycle Blue Book actually remedied the situation real quick. They refunded me a few $100s for the damage, as well as to replace the skewer. Enough of that, so let's just get right into the review. This bike is built around the Shimano Steps E6000 system, which includes the mid-motor down-tube battery system and a monochrome backlit display computer unit. I was told that having a mid was optimal, as many hub motors may strip the wheels because of torque. The frame is made out of 661 custom butted aluminum alloy. The forks are rigid carbon fiber. It comes with a rear rack. The total weight of the bike is about 45 pounds. The battery alone weighs about 6 pounds and takes about 4 hours to fully charge. One charge lasts about 30 to 60 miles depending on the terrain and weight. Normally you get bottle cage bosses, but since the frame size was small, I didn't get that option. You get a very good Shimano M445 hydraulic braking system with 160mm rotors. Their drivetrain consists of SLX triggers on the right hand side, which drives a 10-speed 11 to 36 derailleur. The seat is not something to call home to mom about, just a standard Raleigh seat. I'm planning to replace that later with a Selly Anatomica. I did upgrade the seat post to a thud buster, which absorbs the stress of a rigid aluminum frame. The bike didn't come with pedals, so I put on a pair that I had laying around, but I eventually upgraded to my favorite pedals, which are the MKS Lambdas. The position of the stem was way too forward, so I swapped it out for an adjustable one so I can sit upright more comfortably. The tires are Kenda Quick Vitamin, which are 735C. They're fine for urban commuting and riding around town, but that's about it. Going back to the computer unit, you get 4 modes: an off, eco, normal, and high. The engine kicks in based on your pedal cadence, wheel speed, and pedal torque that you apply. All the pedal feedback is sensed through the mid-motor, while the wheels have their own sensor. The computer unit shows the speed, average speed, max speed, the odometer, trip meter, and battery level, your current assist mode, and time. I personally leave my assist mode in eco or normal, depending on how lazy I want to be. I will up it to normal or high if I encounter a hill or carrying heavy cargo. In order to charge the battery, you would need to remove the battery from the bike with an Ebike key. It comes with a charging brick where you plug it into the wall and then use a connector to attach it to the battery pack. The most important feature of this bike is that it's a lot of fun to ride. Since purchasing the bike, I put on about 700 miles so far. So you're probably wondering, are you going to be taking this bike on a bike tour? And just to answer your question, maybe not right now. Don't get me wrong, the Raleigh Misceo is a capable bike. But you know how you have a different tool for different purpose? Well, the Raleigh is going to be my bike for urban commuting. It's going to be the go-to bike for night rides, for visits to post office, or to visit friends 10 miles away. Hypothetically, if I was to bring the bike on a trip, I would have to consider a lot of different things. I would have to buy another battery pack so that I have the flexibility to charge my battery off my bike when I'm eating out or when I'm in camp. It'll be just like I am riding a regular heavy bike. Having an extra battery pack actually doubles my range, but it doesn't mean I always have to use it. But it does mean that I'll have to actually pedal with the extra weight like a heavier bike. Finding places to charge would have to be factored into planning for the ride. Where will I be stopping? Libraries? Coffee shop? Restaurants? This may mean added expenses to my trip to pay for miscellaneous meals and snacks in order to charge up. Speaking of post office, I heard that's a great place to charge up for my buddy Lars. Usually they have outlets available, and some are open 24 hours at certain parts of the country. At least that's the case for the southern tier. Hypothetically speaking, if I was to do a tour on this bike, I would swap out the rear rack, only because I don't think the rack that it comes with would hold that much weight. The rack that came with this bike is certainly not adequate. I would consider putting a proper rack like a Tubus or a Old Man Mountain. The other option is perhaps pulling a trailer, but of course that has its own setbacks. If I was going to do this, I would have to consider bringing the charger and the brick and the extra battery. So that's extra weight. So that's also space. So you have to figure that into the stuff that you're already carrying for your bike tour. One thing I would add, since this bike did not come with it, is a pair of fenders. The 2017 model actually comes with SKS fenders. I may just add one even if I wasn't planning on a bike tour. I would also factor in where Raleigh bike stores are located around the country, because that would be very useful if the bike actually broke down. Unfortunately, the Raleigh dealer locator did not work at the time that I was looking for it for this video. But it'll be back up again. And there you have it, my 2016 Raleigh Misceo Sport IE electric bike. I think it's the perfect bike to get you out there if you haven't really been out and about. And it's a great, starter bike to prime you up until you're ready to get back on to your touring bike. And also for folks who are a little bit more challenged in terms of conditioning, it may be a good solution for you to take it out on tour like my buddy Lars did on his. But I probably wouldn't, build it out like what he did. He really thought about everything. Bring an extra battery pack, do all the consideration, make sure, plan everything out before you go on your trip. So let me know what you think about this video at the bottom below in the comments. And if you like what I have to say, make sure you indicate so by giving me a thumbs up or subscribing to my channel. As you know, I do a lot of bike touring related information, videos, and whatnot, so let me know. And I do know there's going to be some people out there that are not going to be cool about this whole electric bike thing. I really don't care. As long as it gets people out there, that's all that matters, Till next time, make sure you get out there and discover your ride.